Hey, everybody. Welcome to this week's edition of Pete's Points, episode 195. Looks like now, most of the time, I'm doing these on site when I go places. That's why today's topic is so important to me. It's about vacation. It's about vacation and how, when you go on vacation as an employee, you've got to throw your whole self into a vacation. I recently went skiing just last week with my entire family to Keystone, Colorado. And if you remember, I went last year as well for the first time. And when I was out there last year, I'm like, I got to record some Pete's Points. I got to record some Pete's Points. So if you go back and you'll find one about how you can put the word fun in functional. And I did one on about employees and how to lighten your load and things like that at Keystone. But I was getting myself sick on the airplane this year flying out. I was getting myself really nervous because I was saying to myself, when I get out there, I've got to record these three things and these four things. And stress was happening because I was thinking about work, quote unquote, while I was on vacation. And so I made a conscious effort. I'm not going to record any Pete's Points on site. I'm just not going to do that. I'm just going to spend time with my family. So I had my adult kids with me. We went out there. We skied. They skied for the very first time. They have never skied before, and they did really well. We'll come back to that guy in a second. They did really well, and the whole time I was there, I wasn't worried about should I get my microphone out here and do a session here? Or hang on, before I go to dinner, is this a good spot to share a leadership lesson? I disconnected. I spent time watching my daughter, my son, my wife enjoy skiing, and it was absolutely phenomenal. And in fact, something else you may recognize, let me go ahead and pause this one here and go back. This is my buddy Brian. Some of you remember Brian and I, for about a year last year during COVID, we did a whole Leadership and Laughs podcast. And we started thinking to ourselves, let's do a special event. Let's do a Leadership and Laughs podcast. And we said, no, I'm only here for 3 hours. Let's just stop and relax and enjoy each other's company. And that's what I want to talk to you about today is this whole idea of just when you're on vacation, y'all, we've got to get better at this. We've had a tough year, mental health issues, COVID issues. According to My Perfect Resume, 82% of adults work on vacation. And 90% say, well, I don't work, but I check my email. So why do we do this? Now, granted, if you're a CEO, a high level person, in fact, I read about Bob Iger, the former CEO of the Disney company, how even when he went out on his boat, he had a bunch of scripts to read and a bunch of emails to return. And the one thing he was looking forward to in retirement from the CEO of the Walt Disney Company was when he goes out on his boat, he's not checking scripts and doing things like that. So if you're in a high up position, CEO, university president, I get that you have to work when you're on vacation. But for the rest of us, let's not do this. I mean, let's go all in on the vacation. According to Forbes, mindfulness goes up. You get better brain power. Your heart health is going to be better. Stress is going to be better. And I got to tell you, I really enjoyed myself. I was not stressed on vacation thinking of videos I had to make to like, not had to make, but I like to make them. But having my kids and disconnecting and all that, it's important, y'all. Use your vacation time. When you do, disconnect from work and do something like when you get back to work, it'll still be there. It'll still be there for you. So you want to make sure that you're healthy and you're getting good sleep. Going on vacation will improve your sleep when you come back. I hope these tips help today. If you've got a vacation planned, go all in, set your out of office, get healthy, and have a great 2022. That's all for now. We'll see you next time on Pete's Points.